look at people in social media. It's already wasting people's life. Other people are reasoning, thinking, and putting their life together, making meaning and waste of life. And look at people in social media. It's already wasting people's life. Other people are reasoning, thinking, and putting their life together, making meaning and cashing out of life. And so many others are just wasting life. They can sit and fight and acrimoniously throw tantrums all over. Just a waste. Just a waste. Very interesting. Sometimes a young man died in the eastern region. Just this Friday they went to bury the young man, and in the burial the people believe that the young man is a Sakawa boy. So then when they got to the cemetery, they opened the coffin, took the body out, and they all brought canes into the cemetery. They caned the corpse. They caned. I talked to you last week about there is a generation coming, and I'm telling our leaders, be very careful the decisions you are making, because a generation is coming. You may be dead. They will come and exhume your body and burn it. They will burn your body, just to inflict some kind of punishment in their own conscience too. They step on the body, they defile the body. They forgot that if a man dies and he does not get a proper burial, even the unborn child is more profitable than that person. They degraded the body, defiled the memory of the dead. When they finished, they collected the body, put it back on the casket, and threw it into the pit. This is the generation I'm talking about. The waste of life. I look at people sit on the internet and they debate there is no God, there is no Bible, and there is no essence in church. What a waste of life. What a waste of life. What a waste of life. It is as if somebody is just arguing, I don't exist. You are putting your hand on your own chest and telling yourself, I don't exist, when actually you really exist. Actually you really exist. This is the generation. The second kind of waste, very interesting, is the waste of grace. The grace of God is being trampled upon. Romans chapter number 6 verse number 1, the Bible says, shall we continue to sin for grace to abound? And then he goes and says, never. Shall we continue to sin for grace to abound? Grace is abounding. And when I look to, ladies and gentlemen, at the grace of God, because you know me, the waste of grace. There are so many amazing callings and giftings. The prophetic ministry, the grace of God, the miraculous, the deliverance ministry. How we have allowed greed and self-aggrandizement and self-centeredness and selfishness to destroy the grace of God. We have allowed ourselves to be carried away by the world. I was telling the other day, I said, you know, look at how now we have functions like launchings of gospel album, book launchings, and all that kind of thing. And when you look at even the selection of the people we invite, it tells you where our heart is. Because we want money, the people will come. Now the worship of money and materialism, like I told you, have taken center stage. This is why the real message of the gospel is missing. Asempanankasa ayera. Asempano ayeye ti ya edi awoma Kristo. Oyema anya anu ni. Oh come on, sweet. Anya anu ni. Etina Sunday mo aye pedie. You know, we want to hear what we want to hear. If I don't hear what I want to hear, I leave the church. Dead conscience. We want to hear what we want to hear. I just want to hear what I want to hear. The waste of grace. This is why, really, Christ is no more the center of the message. Because if you go deep into that, you will miss the majority. You will miss that. Well, the Bible said, he that have ears, let him hear. If he was talking about these 2 ears, everybody has it. That means that it's not these 2 ears. There is an intuition. In Matthew chapter 13, the Bible said that the heart, when you read very clear in verse number 8, the Bible said that the heart is the soil, the ground. The heart is the ground which receives the seed, which is the word of the Lord. The heart. Come on. This is why when you sit in church, you sit with the rich, you sit with the poor, you sit with the elite, you sit with the illiterate, you sit with the popular, you sit with the unpopular. We all sit together in the house of God. How good and pleasant it is for people to dwell together in unity. It is like precious ointment that flows from the head of Aaron. You know, when I look at the wastage and the abuse of grace, useless prophetic revelations that God never uttered, God never spoke, speaking in favor of political parties and players only for what we can eat and what we can get. Ladies and gentlemen, I came here to talk to you. People were anointed grace, their ability to be able to do. Look at even the banks that collapsed. 32 years he already had a bank. 34 years he was a leader, a CEO of a financial institution, and 8 years down the line they are history. Grace is abuse. People can trust you, sell their houses and bring their money to you and say invest the money and bring us back the profit and let's share profit. Interestingly, you can't believe this, the waste of grace. God can favor a person and grant the person that the whole of Ghana can believe in that person, and they can tell you, take our money and invest it, and this person can also take the money and trample it under his feet, waste it just like that. Number 3, wastage, the waste of opportunities. One of the biggest opportunities that God has given us is the opportunity to come into his presence, the opportunity to be a Christian, the opportunity to be a child of God, the opportunity to lift holy hands unto God, the opportunity. I'm telling you, try up on some then you will know the real meaning of life, the opportunity that you have. The Bible said, behold, what manner of love the Father has bestowed unto us, that we should be called the children of God. It's a privilege. It's a privilege. You have wasted opportunities. Young ladies who had the opportunity to be married to real loving men, they didn't see it, they wasted it like that. Your dear young kufuechi follow bad friends, bad counsel. I'm reminding all women under the reach of the sound of my voice, a meme show too. You better treasure, adore them. I'm talking to you. There are over 8.6 billion people on the face of the earth, and 5.2 billion are women. It tells you that the proportionate comparison, the men are fewer, the women are more. Therefore, if a woman gets a man as a husband or as a fiance, you don't talk nonsense, you don't behave abysmal. I'm talking to you. You are wasting your opportunity. I know the people will say, well, the man is not a straight guy and all that and all that. Nobody is perfect, including all of us talking to you. I'm telling you, you better grab your marriage and take very good care of what God has graced you before you lose it. There is an opportunity standing before you, but you don't see it. Go and ask the people whose husbands are dead. and they will tell you what you are joking with. Kobisa omu kunu no mawu na omu nkanchiro we kunu so mfa so. The people whose husbands are dead, they can sit in a room without anybody touching them. They can cry for 3 days. Most of all those people will tell you, sometimes they cry, and in their lamentation they tell themselves, my husband, wherever you are, forgive me. Wherever you are, whether in hell or heaven, forgive me. We take advantage of people until we lose them. I have seen people come and stand by coffins in a memorial service and come and cry foolish cry. Stop it. When the person was alive, when my brother died, his children wrote a tribute, and in the tribute they said, Daddy, if we knew that you were not going to be here for a long time, then we could have cherished you, spend more time with you, love you, respect you, cherish you, honor you. But now you are gone. Now you are gone. A waste of opportunity. I saw a young lady who had the privilege to travel to the United Kingdom, and she was lamenting that I am here and I'm wiping the behind of old women. Somebody in my hometown is looking for that opportunity to travel abroad and work in the care homes as a nurse, because there are people who see that as a calling. They see that as a calling. They are looking for that opportunity. There are people seated here who are listening to me and do not even care. They don't cherish what I am doing right here. But there are people that are watching me in Australia, in New Zealand, in America, in parts of Africa. There are people in Asia, in the Middle East, in the Near East, in the Far East, who wish this morning they were sitting here. I'm telling you, who wish this morning that they were sitting, but they don't have that opportunity. We can just drive out. One day I was here when a young man drove in the middle of the street, just stopped the car, entered into this church, and then knelt down, like put his forehead to the ground and said, Lord, I thank you that today I also have come to Alabaster. I was shocked. I said, so people are looking forward to come here. I don't know that. Very interesting. The waste of opportunity. Number 4, the waste of resources. I am living in a country when a person is alive, we will never honor. We will never honor. The moment the person is dead, we put a person in a mortuary, 1 week celebration. 6 to 6, we rent an event center, kebab, beer, wine. We would dance on the dead person's head. Now you chant to me. Dear the bayer ye, if ye da, dear the bayer ye memenida, dear the bayer ye quasiera, dear the bebuka, then dear the bedia de dianai. Yeah, that the waste of resources. When these people finish them, they come and stand on television. We are asking Omampeni Kofi Oduro that we don't have public toilets in our community. Nonsense. What can Tomami and for a year? You don't know how to build a water closet facility. The waste of resources. There are young men seated here. Bad habit. Obi di nisika to ri na wanwani tea no wanom Whilst I'm preaching, they are jumping up like Usain Bolt. Power is doing that. You better hear what I'm talking about. When we have a catch them and say, can't be able to marry a woman. Oh God, help me.
Precious one, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more videos. Click on the notification bell. Whenever I drop any new video, you'll be the first person to watch. God bless you.